October 11th, 2025. Mayor-elect in New Orleans is voting time. I talked to my parents, man. They up in age. You always hear me say that case killed my dad. Mentally, when I say kill him, he's still alive. But physically, the anger, the hatred, all of that stuff made him sick. So the candidates, let's talk about
election headquarters.
Welcome back. Making our way to New Orleans now. The already crowded pool of New Orleans mayoral candidates just got a little bigger. State Senator Royce Duplexes announced his intent to run. He joins New Orleans Council President Helena Moreno. Political insiders say both are top contenders for the position.
So let's talk about Royce Duplexes first. It ain't no secret. Y'all heard my views about Royce. And no disrespect, Royce, because I talked to Eric Brown, a.k.a. E Solid. He speaks highly of you. I watched the stuff with GDP. They speak highly of you. They told me that my perception of you was wrong because you really are for the people. The research that I done, and that's their perception, that's their right. So I have no issues with that, but don't have no issues with mine. So again, my perception is, what about the victims of the families of the people that were killed? I'm always going to ask that because it's those people that need closure. It's those people that are hurting. And Royce, you haven't said anything where you won me over. And I know you know my cousin. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name, but I know y'all real close and real tight. And my parents even told me that you preached at their church, at Israelite Baptist Church across the street from Old Detour by the mouth. That you preached there, and you say you wasn't a preacher, but you was going to come from the Bible. And one thing I know about their pastor over there is he's heavy in the political game as well. And this is not to talk about him or say anything bad, but in order to be for the people, you should be an advocate of why there is poverty and lack of education, because those are the reason for crime, and I stand by that. And that's been like that ever since I was a little boy, since 2712 and a half Martin Luther King. Even when we moved across the river and came back uptown, visit my people in the east, Metairie, Kenner, downtown Ninth Ward, all over the city, I got family. My point is, each one of those areas that were impoverished and crime, all stemmed from lack of education and a miseducation of those that are older than them, passing down the same BS from generation to generation that they were taught. The second, Helena Moreno. I actually liked you out the gate because you were different, and you spoke on cleaning up New Orleans and getting things together. But then I did the research and I said, well, Helena never talked to the real people, or she's sketchy of those that asked to speak to her. I was one of them. I wanted her to come on my podcast. They gave me a long excuse after Royce got caught on the other show. And I was going to give her the questions. It wasn't going to be like she was blinded or anything, but she didn't want to sit down. But from the looks of it, it's like she was being groomed to be the next mayor anyway, because she blew the whistle on Cantrell, I guess when they already had steps in play of how they were going to indict her. And as you guys saw, what's going on with her now. So when she get out of office, it's probably going to be like Ray Nagin, and she'd probably be heading into federal prison. But let's hear what Ms. Moreno has to say.
City Councilwoman Helena Moreno is the first to announce she is running for mayor.
But as Sabrina Wilson reports, others are also eyeing the race that will be decided next fall.
Video released on social media.
I'm Helena Moreno, and I know there's a better way for a safer, more affordable, and functional city. I'm ready to bring real change and build a brighter future for all of us.
New Orleans City Councilwoman at large Helena Moreno announces her bid to become the city's next mayor.
We need a 24/7 leader to get things done and prioritize the people of New Orleans.
But my new favorite, hands down, is Miss Eileen Carter. And the reason being, Miss Eileen Carter actually sit with the people. not just the people of New Orleans or what they call the castaways or the throwaways or the thugs. She sit with the old folks. She sit with the young folks. She sit with those that want a better New Orleans. She sit with those that are called, quote unquote, upper echelon. Miss Eileen Carter does not have picks and chooses on who she sits with because she wants to understand everyone in New Orleans. And she has an idea, a silly idea of bringing everyone together, of bringing a family together and doing it all from Christian principles to keep everything together and in order. And guess what? I agree with that idea. Listen to Miss Eileen.
My number one priority are our youth across the board, from public safety to families. Because what do we not talk enough about in New Orleans, in my opinion, is families. We want to keep our youth here, but we don't do anything for our men. We don't even have anything for Father's Day, if you think about it. What do we do for our families? New Orleans has kind of lost that, and we need to bring it back. So with that, when we focus on our families, what do our families need? Our families need jobs. Our families need housing. Our families need safety. Our family needs, he took mine, but I'm going to bring it back up. I want a citywide business internship program. We talk about it so much, that's why we play. I want a citywide internship program. You know, sophomores going up to seniors. You know, they should work with our businesses. Our businesses need help, and our children need some money. So it won't be, you know, the full amount, but you can partner with there. And then guess what? Our colleges, guess what? We're here. They have service hours. Our businesses need help. Let's partner. Let's really be a community. Let's do this together. We can be New Orleanians again. We forgot a little bit with all these hurricanes. We became a little disjointed with COVID. We need to come back together and unite. In my first 100 days as your mayor, I'm going to give you a state of the city. 90 days in, you are going to know what's been happening. We have been lied to. The city council says we have money. The mayor says we're broke. What are we? We don't know. Like I said, 90-day state of the city. We're going to go department by department. None of it is going to be done in a silo. And let me give you an example. When I went in as social media manager of the city of New Orleans, I called a meeting with all of the communication directors from all the departments. Would you believe that had never been done? Exactly. That was 2018. So I started something new. We had a communications meeting. Imagine that. So I'm gonna start a lot of things new because I know a lot of these people already, and we're ready to get back to work together. Y'all, our workers have been abused. I'm just being direct. They have been abused, and we really need to love on our people there.
Thank you. Candidate Daniels.
That's the type of person you need in office. Somebody that's passionate about the people and passionate about getting things done. God forbid we have another jailbreak like we had in New Orleans, but Miss Eileen doesn't strike me as the type that's going to be missing and let the sheriff do all the talking. And when we see people like Antione Massey basically have a live and a whole rap session pleading why he innocent. And I won't speak on that, by the way, because I saw the Rare Reports review. Most of these guys that are narcissistic or just like Mr. Massey get on here, give us a million reasons of why you're innocent and that the girl wrote an affidavit. She probably wrote the affidavit because she was afraid of you. So just like Mr. Charleston White, I think you're guilty and you belong in prison. So stop with the BS. Stop trying to finesse us. Stop yelling free you. Stop yelling free C murder. Yeah, you broke out of prison. So even if you get the girl to recant a statement, you still have to do that time for breaking out of prison. So no answers for that. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So when you have people like the Antione Masseys that try to BS the system and get around it, Miss Eileen Carter can decipher what's real and what's BS. She know the people to stand behind that are really innocent, and she know the ones that are trying to finesse her. So I personally urge you on behalf of my parents, when that time comes, I need y'all all to go out there and vote for Miss Eileen Carter. Thank you.
Time to come home, New Orleans. Let's get you in these houses. Let's get rid of this blight, and we can do it together. Vote Eileen Carter for mayor.